Okay, caller. You are on live with Donovan. What's your name and where are you calling from?
You can call me Mike, and I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, Mike. And what are you calling about today? What's on your mind?
I have a feeling
Yes,
that
there's a bit
my
of a delay.
girlfriend might be cheating on me, but I don't have proof, and so I'm not 100% sure she is cheating.
Okay. Okay. First things first. Let's get some basic information here. How old are you and how old is she?
We're both 29.
Okay. And how did the two of you meet?
I met her at church, at a
Oh,
like a singles ministry. The church that I met her at, there was like this minister. There was like this singles
singles
group
meet. Okay, right.
where, if you're single, you go to the group, you kind of mingle. I don't want to call it speed dating, but obviously the group was
Basically.
formed so that people at the church who were single men and women can get together and meet. And we met there and we ended off and we started dating shortly after.
Okay. And how long have the two of you been together?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And are you guys living together?
We were until about a month and a half ago.
Oh, okay. And why are you not? Actually, let me ask you this: how long had you lived together before you guys, either you or her, moved out?
Well, we started living together, I think 3 months after we started dating, and we had been living together until she moved out a month and a half ago. And by the
Okay.
way, she moved in with me. I didn't move in with her.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be my next question. So why did she move out?
She said she needed a bigger place for her and her daughter.
Oh wow. So she has a daughter. How old is her daughter?
She turns 11 in December.
Oh wow. Okay. So that means she had her daughter. What is this? 2025. What did she have her daughter? What, 19? I think.
No, actually, she was 18. She got pregnant her
Oh.
senior year in high school.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so she was 18 when she had the kid. How is her relationship with the baby daddy?
Non existent. He's in prison
Of
for
course.
armed robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, and I think drugs too,
Yeah.
but don't quote me on that. But she also talked about how he was addicted to heroin and
Oh
all
my
these other
God.
kind of drugs.
Okay, so he's a real winner. Got it. So talk to me about her moving out. What were her exact words to you when she told you why she wanted to move out?
She basically just said my place was too small. But the thing is I moved into a two-bedroom apartment so her daughter could have her own room. When we
Oh,
first met, we first
bro.
started dating, I lived in
Oh
a
boy.
one-bedroom studio.
Okay.
And obviously it was just me. But as soon as it became kind of obvious that we were going to get together and eventually move in
hmm
together,
hmm
I upgraded to a two-bedroom apartment, to give everybody more space, obviously, so that her kid could have more room.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what makes you think she is cheating on you?
Well, it's a few things. First, she likes to go to these house parties all the time.
Yay, yay. And let me guess, you babysit the kid or you babysat the kid when she's gone.
Yeah, but I don't mind. She's a good kid, but it's like, what are you doing at these parties?
Well, I can think of a few things, but I'll get into that a little bit later. What else makes you think she might be cheating on you?
I don't know. Like, she's always on her phone texting people. And when I ask who it is, she just says it's her friend or whatever.
And you don't believe her.
Well, yes and no. Sometimes I do, but only when she shows me her phone.
Oh, okay. So she shows you her phone every time you ask to see who she's texting?
Not all the time.
Okay.
Just when she doesn't seem mad or like she's about to explode. Like if her
Okay.
response is cool and laid back, she'll show me most of the
Okay.
time. But if she's irritated or had an attitude about it, she won't show me.
Oh, okay. So do you ask to see her phone when she appears to be irritated?
I did once, but she blew up at me, so I kind of never did it again.
Okay. All right. All right. What else makes you think she's cheating on you? I mean, like aside from the house parties, obviously, and the being secretive about her text conversations, what else is she doing that is making you think that she's being unfaithful?
Well, there is this guy she works with who
Oh,
she
here we
talks
go.
about all the time.
Okay, Mike, let me stop you right there. I'm going to address this other coworker in a minute. Let me get a little bit of information in terms of what she does for a living. You don't have to tell me where she works, but what does she do for a living?
She's a receptionist at a car dealership.
Okay, and the guy that she talks about, the guy that you just mentioned, what's his position at the dealership?
He works in the maintenance department.
Oh, okay, so he's a mechanic?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. And what exactly does she say about the guy?
It's like almost every day she has a story about it, like, oh, Clayton said this or did that. And it was so
Oh
funny,
boy.
stuff like that.
Okay, and what's her demeanor when she talks about him?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry about that. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. What's her mood like when she tells stories about him? Is she happy? Is she irritated? Is she indifferent?
Oh,
I
okay, I
mean,
got you. Sorry about that.
that's
She's not super excited, but she's always talking about how funny he is.
okay. Okay, gotcha. And again, I'll address the coworker. But before I do that, you said she moved out a month and a half ago. Where did she move to?
She moved in with one of her friends, one of her girlfriends that she works with. She's in the sales department and has
Okay.
this really nice house with like 3 or 4 bedrooms, I think.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mike. I think I have enough information here, so I am going to tell you what's going on. But I want you to know that you are not going to like what you hear. All right.
Yeah, I know. Just give it to me straight.
Okay. All right, man. First off, she is still your girlfriend, but you are no longer her boyfriend. And in case you're confused, let me clear this up for you. You still consider her to be your girlfriend, but I guarantee you, she is telling everyone that she knows that she is single because I'm fairly certain that you probably don't know any of her friends. Am I right?
I met a couple of them, but I never really talked to them. And we never really hung out with them when she went there. At least I wasn't there when she did.
Exactly. And she knows this, Mike. Here's the thing, man. This is by design. All right. She never wanted you to get to know any of her friends because she was likely never serious about you in the first place, or there was a time where she knew she wasn't going to be serious about you. You've been with her for 2 years and you haven't gotten to know any of her friends. You never thought that was the least bit strange or suspicious?
No, not really. I mean, I never really gave it much thought, to be honest with you.
And this gentleman, this is exactly why you have to pay attention to these things. When you are vetting a female for a possible relationship, ask questions about her friends, okay? Who are they? Where are they from? What are their habits like? What do they do for fun? Are any of them in relationships? And if so, how do they treat their significant others? Things of that nature. I'm sure you've heard this before, Mike. Birds of a feather flock together. And so I can probably guarantee you that her friends probably sleep around. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay, so in the future, Mike, and everyone else watching, it is absolutely paramount that not only do you vet the girl you're seeing, vet her friends. Because girls love to say, well, my friends sleep around, but I don't, or something to that effect. And the reason they do this is to make you think that they're different from her friends. I've got news for you. They are never different, okay? Here's the thing. Women are only friends or associated with women who are either in the same stage of life as they are or friends who are at the stage of life they want to be in, right? So your girl's situation, your girl wants to be a party girl now because in her mind, she missed on all the party years because she had a kid in high school, right? She couldn't be out with her friends, hanging out and partying all the time because she had a baby to take care of. But now that the daughter is a little more self-reliant, obviously she's potty trained, she doesn't need her diaper change. She doesn't need 24/7 supervision. She doesn't need to be fed out of a bottle. And she's now catching up on the years that she missed out on. And you, Mike, you're the one paying the price because she now has a free babysitter. And now that I'm thinking of it, do you still watch the kid even though you no longer live together?
Yeah, I do. I do.
There you go, man. There you go. And again, she's using you as a babysitter while she goes out and parties. How often do you watch the kid?
Like twice a week, sometimes more depending.
And Mike, I know this is embarrassing. And look, man, I applaud your honesty. But brother, I've been exactly where you are. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of guys probably watching and listening right now who have been where you are as well. And I'll actually tell you a story of mine. I'll give you a personal anecdote. I was dating a girl years and years ago, had a 6-year-old daughter. I would babysit the 6-year-old while she was at work. What did she do for a living, you ask? She worked as a cocktail waitress at a strip club in Smithfield, North Carolina called the Mustang Ranch. You can Google that and look that up. I'm not sure if it's still around. Anyway, after work, I found out that she used to go out and party and do drugs and come back the next morning. And while she was out, I would sit home and I'd take care of that little girl all night long. I fed her, I watched TV with her, I read her stories.
Oh my God.
Night. Exactly. So while you might feel ashamed and embarrassed, just keep in mind that a lot of us have made these same mistakes, and it's a lot more common than you think. So you're definitely not alone here, Mike. And here's the thing, my situation was a lot worse because at least your girl works at a car dealership. Mine was a goddamn cocktail waitress at a podunk strip club in BFE, North Carolina. Her tips literally depended on how flirtatious she was with the clientele. And here's another thing, Mike. I even had reason to believe that she was selling you know what on the side and took drugs as a form of payment. I didn't have proof and I never really witnessed it, but there would be nights where she would come home and just sort of curl up in bed in the fetal position and she wouldn't want to be touched or anything. Which to me, that was a telltale sign that she had engaged in some sort of sexual act before she had gotten home.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, man, we've all been there. And like I said before, a lot more men are in situations like these than we think. So trust me when I tell you you're not alone here. But here's what's happening, Mike. And again, this is going to be hard to hear, but your soon-to ex-girlfriend is sleeping with the maintenance guy she works with, and her girlfriend in the sales department probably helped to facilitate this affair, okay? Deep down inside, she wanted to sleep with this, what was the guy's name again?
Clayton.
Clayton, right. She wanted to hook up with Clayton, but not have to explain her whereabouts to you when she got home, all right? I'm also fairly certain that her girlfriend probably suggested moving in with her, and I guarantee you, her girlfriend also fanned the flames of their flirty behavior at work. She probably said to her, you know, you could just move in with me and not have to worry about Mike. If you lived with me, you can go and hook up with Clayton and not have to worry about Mike and keep him as a babysitter or something to that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is how it is. The bottom line here is that your girlfriend or your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend, as soon as she met this Clayton guy and started flirting with him, she made a decision right then and there to break up with you in her mind, but not break up with you for real because she wanted to keep you around to babysit while she goes and gets pounded out by the mechanic. And let me ask you this. Is her girlfriend in the sales department, does she go to these house parties too?
Yeah, she always picks her up.
Okay, see, look, there you go, Mike. There you go, Mike. So now she's sleeping with Clayton while probably living rent-free with a girlfriend while you watch the kid. This isn't a relationship, Mike. And again, this is going to be hard to hear, but your relationship was over before she moved out, man. Okay, she is literally using you as a babysitter. And out of curiosity, have you two had sex since she moved out?
Since she moved out only once, and that was like the day after she moved out.
Wow. So in a month and a half, you have had sex with her only one time.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so let me get this straight. Let's just take stock here. So your girlfriend moves in with her girlfriend who takes her to house parties, okay? She drops off the kid with you while she goes out and parties and doesn't come back to pick her up the next morning. You're not having sex with her anymore, but you're not 100% sure she's cheating on you.
Okay, yeah, she probably is.
No, Mike. There is no probably, okay? She is 294% cheating on you. Listen, Mike, these are your instincts and common sense talking to you, all right? You called me for a reason, and I know it's hard to admit this to yourself, but if you don't, this woman is going to continue taking advantage of you, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, now, the good news is that in the grand scheme of things, she's not really cheating on you. And I listen, before you respond, I know that's a little confusing. So let me explain what I mean, when I say she's not really cheating on you. In your mind, she's cheating because you still think she's your girlfriend. But in her mind, she's doing absolutely nothing wrong because she broke up with you in her mind the very moment she decided that she was going to hook up with Clayton. This is why I said earlier that even though she might not be your girlfriend, you are not her boyfriend. And this, Mike, is why she feels absolutely zero guilt about what she's doing. The only reason she had sex with you the night after she moved out, right after she moved out, was to give you the impression that you were still in a relationship so that she could use you as a free babysitter.
But here's the thing, though. She still tells me she loves me.
Mike. She tells you she loves you for the same reason she gave you sex the day after she moved out. And that reason is to keep you thinking you're still in a relationship because she needs the free babysitter. And I know this sucks to hear, man, but she does not love you, Mike, at least not in the way a man wants to be loved. She loves you as a friend because you babysit her kid. That's the bottom line.
Okay, so what should I do?
This advice is going to be a lot easier said than done, but it still has to be done, okay? My advice to you would be to ghost her, okay? Again, easier said than done, but you got to ghost her. Don't answer her calls. Don't text her. Don't call her back. Block her on everything. If she comes to your place, don't answer the door. Don't talk to her. Don't let her in. You need to rid yourself of this woman, Mike. She is using you and she cares nothing about you. But I want to warn you. Okay? She is going to try to come back. And the reason I know this is that I know that when women are roommates, Mike, it always ends in disaster. And I mean, like, there are no exceptions, okay? And in those situations, neither woman usually has a kid, okay? They're more than likely both childless, and it still goes sideways, all right? Your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend, and again, let's not stop calling her your girlfriend. Your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend has an 11-year-old daughter, okay? That's going to get real old real quick with a woman who's used to living alone, having her own space, doing what she wants, having people over. What's going to happen when her roommate wants to have a guy over? What's she got to do? Where's she going to take the kid, right? Now, again, never mind women being roommates with each other. That's a volatile situation as it is. But a female roommate with a kid, that is a recipe for disaster. And I guarantee you, Mike, here's something else that's going to start happening. I guarantee you she's going to start complaining, okay? It never takes long for women to start complaining about.
She already is. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah,
right.
She started complaining about it like 2 weeks after she'd moved in with her.
Exactly. And, oh boy, has she indicated to you that she might want to move back in with you?
Well, she asked me the other day if she could crash here if things didn't work out.
Oh my God. And what did you tell her?
I told her I'd think about it.
Mike. No, listen, Mike. The next time you have a conversation about this, the next time she asks you, tell her no. Shut it down.
All right. I'll tell her.
No, Mike. No. Don't just tell me that you'll tell her. You need to tell her she cannot move back in with you. And while you're at it, you need to stop babysitting the kid, okay? Your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend needs to know that you are completely finished. Finito. Done.
No. I really am going to tell her now. For real. I am.
Okay. All right. I hope you follow through with this because this is, and again, like I explained, this is going to be a lot easier said than done. So what I'm going to do, Mike, I'm going to help you out a little bit. I'm going to gift you a few of my products to help you avoid women like your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend. I'm going to give you access to a couple of my ebooks. The first one I'm going to give you access to, they're both going to help you out a lot. The first one is how to properly vet women for long-term relationships. That's definitely going to help. The next one is how to stop female manipulation. And, while I'm at it, I think I'm also going to give you access to the Books of Womanese volumes 1 through 5. Honestly, it's the least I can do for you coming on and being open and honest with us today. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'll follow your advice.
Absolutely. And thanks for calling in and definitely follow up, man, because I'd really like to know how this thing ends up. Thanks for calling, Mike. This is, and guys, I see these situations and like I was telling Mike, you don't see, you see situations like this all the time, right? And the thing is there are so many men, it used to be that there were so many men who honestly thought they were the only ones. Obviously, that's a lot less now because of the internet, and men share information. But I would say as recently as 5, maybe even 2 or 3 years ago, men going through the kinds of things that Mike is going through, they thought that they were alone. So they call into shows like this, or they call into radio stations or whatever the case may be and try to get this relationship advice because they think, man, I'm the only one. Mike, if you're still watching, like I said, brother, I have been through this. Listen, I told you the story about the 6-year-old. I once rented, a lot of you guys know this story. I once rented a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, right near downtown Raleigh for a woman with a kid who I was not having sex with. Why? And the reason why she asked me to do this for her, and the reason I said yes, she was smashing her baby daddy on the side. She was smashing her baby daddy who had just gotten out of prison, and he couldn't get a place. He couldn't get a place of his own. So she literally used me to get a place. So listen, Mike might feel bad, and a lot of you guys watch it might think, "Oh my God, Mike, you're doing this and that and the third." Listen, man, this is why this community is needed, is to help people like Mike, to help people like Mike. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going through similar situations. Call in, man. Call in. You guys know me. I charge $385 for a half an hour on consultations. But if you're willing to come on, you don't have to show your face. If you're willing to come on and share your story, you don't have to give any proprietary information. I'm happy to advise you free of charge, as long as you come on and share your experience, with men who probably have some of those same questions.